And what's on the news and what should be on the news is just total opposites. Hillary openly admitted the Chinese were giving her hundreds of millions, the Saudi Arabians were giving her hundreds of millions so she could become the U.S. president. How is that not election fraud and espionage in your face? How is it when I heard Democrats, senators, governors of states telling illegals, even the President Obama told them, telling illegal criminals in our country that it was okay for them to vote? I mean, there's your proof of treason right out of their own mouths. And it's proven, and they don't even deny it. At least 3 million illegal criminals from other countries voted in our election. Hillary did not campaign. She tried to buy it. I watched it from beginning to end. I watched it all. She didn't campaign until the last couple of weeks of the year. Everybody was counting the days down that she had not been on giving a press conference. It was almost a whole year. Right at the end, she started campaigning because she was worried that her money had not bought her the election. She actually tried to buy the election. She never campaigned. She paid people. Her and Soros paid all the rioters, and they've proven this, $1,500 a week to go out and riot and go to Trump rallies and cause crap. How in the world is that not campaign fraud? How in the world is that not illegal? What kind of laws do we have when that's allowed? Everybody naturally assumed it was against the law for anybody to do that. But it's only against the law when Republicans do it. It's not against the law for Democrats to commit campaign fraud, election fraud, treasonous activity, espionage, colluding with our enemies. When they do it, they just get a chuckle and a laugh. Oh, that Hillary, she's had her illegal stuff again. It's just Hillary. Girls will be girls. That's the craziest stuff I ever seen. I'm a Christian. It makes me want to cuss out loud. Because I know who's doing all this. And it's just mad how influential he is in the Democratic Party, the Greenpeace, and all these anti-God people. I tried to say in a tweet today, the America that Obama and Hillary and the Democrats love and say they're fighting for, it's not the same one. We're fighting for two different countries. And I keep telling you, Muslims are not Americans. They said they will never be Americans. They are legalized invader citizens. That's all they are. They're legal invaders. We let them in. They used our laws to invade our country. That's why they can openly have hundreds of training camps around our country, and the police can't do anything about it. The FBI can't do anything about it. They can't infiltrate these mosques calling for the overthrow of our country because they're protected by our laws. And that's what the police said. When asked, why aren't you stopping these terrorists from training on our soil? They simply said, they're protected by the same constitution that you are. Illegal ones can't come in here and do it. But legal invaders have every right that you and I have, and even more, because they pass discrimination laws. They pass the laws that they cannot be investigated. Only when it's so outlandish and so over the top does the CIA or FBI ever investigate them. Otherwise, they're afraid this country got so politically correct that you can't say anything about criminals. Just like feminists. They will go nowhere near a Muslim when they start saying equal rights for women and blah, blah, blah. Because they know the Muslims will kill them, even here in the country. They won't go to a Muslim neighborhood and say you've got to give your women rights. They'd be beat to death. And they know that. The only ones these radical left groups attack are the people who won't fight back. That's why the left can murder children. Nobody fights back. They attack all the Christians because the Christians, for the most part, are told by their religion not to fight back. I mean, they have got us over a politically correct barrel. Even when Trump got overwhelming votes, beat Hillary pants off in the election. Every one of his rallies had tens of thousands of people. He did them sometimes 4 times a week. She did them once a month, and she would get 300. And she tries to claim that most people voted for her. See, when you got the money, you got the media behind you, you can say anything you want. Doesn't make any difference if it's a lie. Somehow lies have become legal. Even the most heinous, disruptive, for the national security lies are legal now. See, when Hillary, people forget this. I heard Roger Stone say it again, but I've been saying this. The Iranians hacked into her server, got the names of spies of America in their country, and they actually killed one. They hung one, a doctor who was working with the CIA or FBI or somebody. They actually hung him because Hillary had an open server. They had to pull many of their spies back in because she exposed them. How is that not criminal? When are we going to throw this mafia queen into jail? She steals billions of dollars from the Haiti Fund, charity, and nothing happens to her. She gave them some lollipops, and they got nothing but dirty water and death. Still haven't got anything. Yet America won't go, hey, shouldn't we kill Hillary? I mean, we'd have no problem if we walked up on a woman who had just slaughtered 15 babies with a hatchet about shooting her in the head. Yet she has had hundreds of thousands of deaths under her bloody fingernails. And she walks around trying to become president of the most powerful nation in the world. That to me is so outlandish that my mind can barely get around that. I can barely believe. And then I realized that half this country is nuttier than a hatter. The leftists are nutty. They are crazy. There's no common sense in them. There's nothing they do is logical. It's just madness. They can do, say, pass any law without Congress, and nobody says a word to them. That's my rant. Unless you stand up for the alt-right media against the alt-left and Obama's news media organization, we are going to still lose this country. Trump is not on the offensive anymore. He's on the defensive, and he's trying to get along with everybody right now while he's appointing his cabinet members, and they're attacking him hands down harder than they ever have because they know he's distracted. When he's not distracted, they shut the hell up because he'll call them out. But he's trying to get along with all his enemies now, and it's costing him. They're actually trying to use the electoral votes to get Hillary back in. I mean, that's unprecedented criminal behavior right there. And they're using criminal elements of all of our three-lettered investigatory institutions to do this. Just criminal elements. Probably the top people. They don't need the whole CIA. She's proven that. All you need is a top guy, like she had Comey in the FBI and Loretta Lynch in the Justice Department, or Attorney General. You don't need the whole agency to do criminal activity. All you need is the kingpins, and that's what they've done. We aren't draining this swamp quickly enough. I think somehow we need to pass a law that as soon as the guy is elected, he is automatically the president, and the other president shuts the hell up. Obama and his wife are some of the most racist humans in this country. They love and fight for a communist, progressive, socialist America. But I guarantee you, if the Muslims take over this country, they will rename it, and they will build a mosque on the White House lawn to show that they have conquered. Just like they tried to build one at the Twin Towers after it was knocked down, at Ground Zero. That's what Muslims do. They build a mosque wherever they've had a victory. And they tried to build one at Ground Zero. And even back then, most Americans had no idea about the tenets of the Islamic faith. But even back then, they knew that wasn't right, and they stopped them. Well, it's my contention that if you're going to help save this nation, do what I'm doing, make videos, call it out, call out the liars, go to the social media, like, share, subscribe, tweet, retweet, and follow people who are on the right track. That's the only way we can fight the news media. That's how we beat them. We tweeted, we retweeted, we shared, subscribed, liked, made our own videos, supported all the people who were out telling the truth. And unless you do this, you're part of the problem if you're on the internet. If you're just sitting back neutral, you're with the Democrats. This is a fight. Getting Trump elected was just a skirmish. We're in the fight now. This is the war. against the left, against the media on TV. So this is Big Chief. I'm going to sign off and deliver this. Just remember what I said. Fight. You fight with your fingers and your brain. If not, we're going to have to fight with our legs, feet, teeth, and our guns and knives. You better get on board before it gets too bad. This is Big Chief. So I'm going to sign off. Remember to keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. God says what goes around comes back around. So what you reap, what you sow. Signing off. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you agree with this video. Thank you.